Crystal the Bat, she was abandoned as a child, and she had to steal everything she could in order to survive. So, she really had a tough life starting out. And then she also turned into a kleptomaniac. So, she couldn't help but steal everything. She ended up joining the Freedom Fighters, and she was a very good member of the Freedom Fighters as well. She grew up with them. They were like her family. So they treated her like one. Crystal the Bat first appears in Serena the Hedgehog's story comic issue number 3. And she comes back and kisses Tails on the forehead and kisses Antoine on the lips. This means absolutely nothing. It does not matter. Everyone knows how Rouge flirts with all the guys. Well, kissing the guys is basically Crystal's way of flirting with the other guys. And Crystal appears and she watches Serena and Anala train. And then Alexis, Crystal, and Serena all talk about being freedom fighters. So that's what got Alexis and Serena thinking of being freedom fighters. And then, a little later, in issue like 20 or so, Crystal flies off during a mission with Bunny, Antoine, and Serena to find yet another roboticizer that Robotnik had. How he gets that many, I don't know, but once they get trapped, Crystal flies off automatically and isn't seen for another 20 issues or so. So Crystal comes back and yay, everyone celebrates. Then in issue number 100, Crystal actually steals Serena's mother's gems from around Serena's neck. And Crystal's been planning on stealing them since the first issue she was in there. So, not really a surprise that she would do that, since she is a kleptomaniac. But Serena catches her right away, pummels her with a rock, and starts yelling at Crystal, which causes Sally to run over and see what's going on. So, once everyone found out that Crystal did that, Sally banished her, and she wasn't allowed back in the Freedom Fighters. But Anala, in issue 103 or so, she goes off and says she's going to Robotropolis, but she actually goes and comforts Crystal during that time. And Crystal isn't seen from issue 100 to about 190 when the Iron Domain appears. Well, not during 190, during the final battle of the Iron Domain, which is about issue 200 or so. So, the final battle happens, and only a few of the freedom fighters that were Crystal's friends actually trust her again. And they are Sonic, Sally, Bunny, Antoine, Princess Anala, Rotor, Jeffrey St. John, and a few others. And when Crystal meets Rouge, I forgot to mention this, they meet in the some of the early issues, and they immediately hate each other because they're both thieves, and Crystal is actually a little bit better of a thief than Rouge is. So yeah, they're thief rivals, basically. And Crystal kisses every single one of the Freedom Fighter guys at least once. And you see her kissing Sonic in Sonic Adventures XD so far. And in Sonic Adventures XD, when she comes in, she really stays away from everyone just because she's still a little uneasy about what everyone thinks of her because of her being a kleptomaniac. And then she loosens up a little bit. Then Mina and Julie Sue get found in the series, and they really just, Mina and Julie Sue together cancel out any trust Crystal had for everyone. So Mina and Julie Sue come in, Crystal leaves for an entire season.